Welcome, I'm Dave Baszucki, founder and CEO at Roblox.
Do you know how insane it is for Roblox to have sparked the worst backlash and biggest controversy in history during the Hatch event and everything that happened with that, to then beat that record just 1 month later with an even bigger controversy with even worse backlash, and somehow it is at least 100 times worse than whatever was going on with boycotting the Hatch. If not, I'd even say it's 1000 times worse. This isn't just another community drama, it's not even drama. I cannot sit here and tell you that this is the worst drama in Roblox history because it is far more serious than that, and everything that you are about to see will prove that. I've obviously already made a few videos about this just to try and keep up with the new updates being thrown at us every single day, and to be quite honest, sometimes there are so many that just one video a day doesn't seem to be enough. But multiple videos every single day also isn't very plausible. That is why this video will hopefully serve as a central hub for all new updates with timestamps and everything. You are so very welcome, even though I'm confident that a million more things are about to happen the second I finish recording this one.
Welcome, I'm Dave Baszucki, founder and CEO at Roblox.
Now, Roblox gets sued a lot. This is nothing new for us to see, and if this were under literally any other circumstances, we probably would have just glanced at this for a few seconds and continued on with our days. I do think there is something hilariously ironic about Roblox threatening to sue FreeSchlep, so then an entire state in the US turns around and sues Roblox in retaliation. It might be even funnier that Roblox responded directly to this specific lawsuit, but I stopped reading that response after I saw them dead seriously say that they have introduced 40 new safety features and have taken an industry-leading stance on things like that, instead of taking accountability for their lack of action and announcing some kind of way forward. They have gone far beyond doubling down. There must be at least 7 more instances of them doubling down in this video alone. So it was an attorney general who started this whole Louisiana suing Roblox thing. I think that's correct, and her first tweet about it said, "Due to Roblox's lack of safety protocols, it endangers the safety of the children of Louisiana. Roblox is overrun with harmful content and child predators because it prioritizes user growth, revenue, and profits over child safety. Every parent should be aware of the clear and present danger posed to their children by Roblox so they can prevent the unthinkable from ever happening in their own home." A further tweet from her listed a few reasons as to why she is suing Roblox, and I am going to continue talking about everything currently happening. I will never stop. I will never be quiet about something like this, but there are still certain things that I will keep censored, and I'm sure that everyone understands that, but I'm also sure, unfortunately, that you can guess exactly what most of this is saying. Now,
Welcome, I'm Dave Baszucki, founder and CEO at Roblox.
get ready to sigh, because Roblox just released a 43-minute video titled "Update on Our Safety Initiatives." And, well, I think this one comment with 4,000 likes worded it perfectly. This entire video is basically just 43 minutes of 3 out-of-touch Roblox employees reading a lawyer-filtered slop script. Like, we know that this video isn't AI generated, we know that none of the people in this video are AI generated, they are real and speaking directly to us via this video. But when 75% of the comments are asking if this is AI or if the videos of the people included are AI generated, surely they understand how much of a problem that truly is. In fact, this makes it somehow even worse, but I truly believe that if this video were AI generated, that would be a much better scenario for them, because then they could at least blame how bad this response is on the fact that it was AI generated, but it's not. It's real. They can only blame their incompetence on themselves. Someone even said that David Baszucki makes ChatGPT seem human, and that is absolutely hilarious, but to be quite honest with you, ChatGPT genuinely seems more human in the way it talks in comparison to David in this video. Someone else said, "I feel like I'm watching 3 different AI AIs talk to each other, and sadly, that is exactly what this entire 43-minute video feels like. I just can't bring myself to sit through the entire video, but I think I've already seen enough. If not, there is also a pretty good thread on Twitter created by this person right here that gives us the highlights of the video, and unfortunately, it seems like this chief safety officer guy just repeats what he wrote in the original statement about removing vigilante groups from Roblox. Like, it's almost as if all of them have been in a coma for the past 2 weeks. They've just woken up, they have absolutely no idea what's going on or what everyone has been saying. Like, it's genuinely quite scary how out of touch they truly seem to be with their own community, and especially how they keep repeating their statements in several different ways, like it might somehow magically make them start to be a good way of handling this, when it's just clearly not.
Welcome, I'm Baszucki, founder and CEO at Roblox.
Look, even people outside of the Roblox community have seen the tweet about Creatcraft announcing that he would be leaving the STAR program. His tweet has over 6 million views, almost 80,000 likes, and it's not a very common thing for something Roblox related to spread so far outside of the community, especially something relating to the STAR program. Now, in the video Creek posted, he mentioned that he is aware this is probably going to be a bad decision for him because he's losing that connection to Roblox. But at the same time, it's almost a necessary decision. He also said that it's not entirely the ongoing Schlep situation that caused him to finally make this decision, although that certainly added to it. But it's really a mix of the big mess Roblox always has been, especially with ignoring quite literally every problem they currently have going on, never listening to the community, ignoring reports about these things for years and years. I honestly don't think Roblox has cared about the STAR program in a very long time, so how they are going to react to this, whether or not they are going to care, or what effect this might have, if any at all, I genuinely have no idea. If anything, I think they at least have to recognize how horrific a situation they have now found themselves in for someone like Creatcraft, literally the first person to have ever been invited to be in the STAR program when it first got released, to be saying all of these things and then ultimately leaving the program because of it. Now, as of the time I'm recording this, 5 other people seem to have also announced that they have left the STAR program for the same reasons. I don't know if this means they've just left the group or if they've left the program entirely, because they are two very different things, but someone pointed out that this, with everyone that has currently left since this controversy started, all of them together have a combined total of 25 million subscribers.
Welcome, I'm Baszucki, founder and CEO at Roblox.
Yes, Roblox finally deleted one of the most infamous games of its genre, a disgusting game known as XYZ Public Bathroom Simulator. But I do not bring this up in a way of commending them for their valiant efforts. In fact, it's quite the opposite, because, quite frankly, this is still nowhere near enough. They also seem to have taken down Club Iris and Dollhouse Roleplay. However, not only did it take years of these games being mass reported for them to finally get taken down, but they quite clearly only did so at this point because of how much pressure they are currently under. The public outrage, the lawsuits, they are clearly getting nervous, but it's still not enough. Especially not when thousands upon thousands of similar games, sometimes even worse games, still exist. They are still out there, very easily accessible and publicly available on Roblox right now, and absolutely nothing is being done about it. To say these games were taken down is probably a better way to put it than to say that they were deleted, because that was what Roblox needed to do. Unfortunately, they didn't delete or remove them from the platform entirely. You must be wondering why on earth they wouldn't do the easiest thing in the world. Why on earth is it seemingly so difficult to press one simple little button that would delete these games entirely? Well, that is because, and they have made their intentions very clear here, they are actually planning to keep these games up so that they can figure out a way to bring them back. which I think makes it very, very clear at this point they are no longer trying to hide it, but they clearly want to keep these games because of how many players they get, and they are now prioritizing their player growth and also their profits over the safety of their community.
Welcome, I'm Baszucki, founder and CEO at Roblox.
Yes, you heard me correctly. Roblox wants to keep these disgusting and wildly inappropriate games up on the platform, just keeping them unavailable temporarily until they can find a way to allow them to exist that wouldn't appear so inherently bad. Roblox plans to restrict social hangouts that include private spaces such as bathrooms or bedrooms to ID verified 17 plus users. They are not deleting the games designed to be inappropriate games because they want to find a way to allow them to still exist. Games with those private spaces, including 100% of the condo games on the platform, including bathrooms and bedrooms, are designed to be inappropriate games. There is no other way to put it. They are popular, they get players, Roblox knows that, and that is exactly why they seem to be so desperate to keep them. We have been saying for a very long time that they prioritize profits and investors over safety and the community, but at this point the most upsetting part is that they are no longer trying to hide it. They are taking the games down at the moment. Yes, they are making them unavailable to play, but that is as far as it's going to go because they plan to allow the developers to put them back up and make them playable again as long as it's 17 plus only. Need I remind you that 17 is still a child? These games should not exist on this platform no matter what the circumstances might be. They could make them very strictly 21 plus only and that would still not be acceptable because Roblox is simply not a place for this type of space to exist. It might sound a little bit better that it's ID verified only, right? To know that kids can't so easily just wander into these spaces, but 17 is a kid. I don't care how you look at it.
Welcome, I'm Baszucki, founder and CEO at Roblox.
Each new section of this video feels like a brand new smack to the jaw in the sense that I genuinely cannot believe any of these things are happening, and each of them would be bad enough on its own, but all of them happening at the very same time, and it's overwhelmingly unbelievable. Chris Hansen is currently investigating Roblox, and apparently he is also working on a documentary of him doing so. I'm sure most people know exactly who that is and what he does, but he hosted a show called To Catch a Predator, and in that show he did pretty much exactly what Schlep has been doing on Roblox. There is not much information right now regarding what he's doing, how the investigation is going, or what exactly he'll be doing in the documentary. All we really have is the fact that it's happening and real confirmation from Chris himself.
Welcome, I'm Baszucki, founder and CEO at Roblox.
Roblox YouTubers are now protesting my ban in real life in front of 15,000 people. I'm bringing this up very briefly just to mention that I've seen some people talking about doing this at RDC. Of course, some others like Creekcraft have already mentioned that they very likely will no longer be attending RDC and that is the end of that, but some of them that still plan to attend seem to be talking about some kind of protest or chant relating to Schlep at RDC. And now, well, I am incredibly curious to see how Baszucki and anyone else alongside him at RDC would react to something like this in real life. All they seem to do when it's online is ignore us. That's all they have ever done, and that's all they plan to keep on doing, but they can't exactly ignore it when it's in person directly in front of their faces. I'm not saying it will happen, and I'm not saying it's going to change much beyond what we are already doing online, but I am simply saying I would absolutely love to see the look on his face if it were to happen. That's all.
Welcome, I'm Baszucki, founder and CEO at Roblox.
Now, this might be the strangest part of the video because I have absolutely no idea why or how it happened. I barely even know what happened, but Baszucki got terminated on Roblox. You see how weird that is to say because Baszucki technically is Roblox. So in a way, Roblox banned Roblox. It seems like he got unbanned less than an hour later, unfortunately, which is really quite annoying to see because they are proving that they can unban someone easily. They are proving that they can do it incredibly quickly, and they are also accidentally proving to everyone that keeping Schlep banned is 100% a choice that they are continuing to make every single day that has passed since they banned him. Although, my favourite part about David Baszucki getting banned is probably Sharkblox saying, "I would love to see him try appealing through regular moderation and getting denied," because can you imagine him trying to use Roblox support and having to face the reality that it's utterly, completely useless. David Baszucki sitting there waiting a week after he posted his appeal for the most basic automated copy and pasted response that you could possibly receive, only to eventually be hit with the realization that you'll probably never get your account back because Roblox could not care less about you or your problems.
Welcome, I'm Dave Baszucki, founder and CEO at Roblox.
I do not know what more we can say that hasn't already been said. Roblox continues to dig themselves into this deep, dark grave, and I'm not entirely sure if they even want to drag themselves out of it. In fact, their insistence on doubling down time and time again only shows that they want to continue on this path that heads in the complete opposite direction of listening to their community, prioritizing the safety of their players, and doing literally anything good for themselves. Their current path, it consists entirely of ignoring their community, prioritizing profits at the cost of the safety of their players, and doing anything and everything that paints them in such a negative light. You know, it almost makes me want to go back to a couple of months ago when the biggest thing we were worrying about was David Baszucki saying that he eventually wanted to introduce dating onto the platform, because that was absolutely abhorrent enough, but it was nowhere near what we are currently dealing with. Well, if more updates come out after this video, which I'm incredibly certain that they will, I will absolutely be talking about them. I've already said that I will never stay quiet about anything of this nature, and I plan to keep it that way. So please, the comments is the place to go. Tell me what you guys think about the worst backlash in Roblox history and everything that has happened so far. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.